If the sky is wide open, the industry getting you there is equally as big. And when opportunity takes flight, the experience is influential.
People are staying here for a reason.
This is a story of how engines, propellers, and a company, United Technologies, help create a family legacy.
And that's what I taught my children. Go find your passion.
4 women at Pratt & Whitney embrace and encourage a professional family tradition.
I definitely have some of that UTC in my blood.
Their UTC family tree looks like this, beginning with former Hamilton Superintendent of Experimental Engineering Raymond F. Hallowell Sr. His son Raymond Jr. worked at Pratt & Whitney. Raymond's daughters, Suzanne Barrows and Christine Howard, are also employed at Pratt & Whitney. Christine's daughters, Kelly Howard and Aaron Howard, recently started their careers at the Dependable Engine Company. That's 4 generations.
Well, I think the thing that my family passed down was a tradition of excellence. It started with my grandfather, who passed it down to my father and then to me.
I honestly never pictured I'd be working at the same company as my mom. But now that I'm here, I couldn't imagine working anywhere else.
Bringing a 4th generation into the Pratt & Whitney history and creating that, for generations. I think my grandfather would be extremely proud.
And I learned over the next few years how happy my mom was in her job. And I remember being in high school thinking, if I could be as happy as she is in her career, then I'll do great.
All 4 women represent a common thread, part of United Technologies' DNA. Company history shows if one family member has success, another will hunger for similar experiences, adding their own take to the UTC timeline.
My grandfather, my father, they worked hard. They worked hard to pass on this legacy to their families and their generations. So we just met the guard. We met the guard who also has 4 generations that have touched here.
Listening to the stories of Hamilton and then the stories of Pratt & Whitney, understanding what's going on in the building of the engine. So I definitely have had some influence in the background, even though I didn't, start working at Pratt until later in life.
Generations of Hallowells have walked through these glass doors, continuing a UTC tradition that started more than 70 years ago.
We really changed the course of history in that effect.
Employees determine how history will be viewed and celebrated. One family understands this and welcomes new families to join in the UTC story, because the sky is wide open.
That'd be wonderful. I would love to have, my son someday work here.
I don't see myself leaving. I'm going to stay here as long as I'm happy here. The values of Pratt & Whitney were the values that I wanted to have in a career and in the future.
The bottom line from a mother's perspective is they're happy. What else could I ask for?